So, I'm going to assume that a lot of you, my followers, watch anime. I watch anime, I love anime, and I know from a video I asked earlier what anime got you into anime, I got a lot of interaction from that. So I want to talk about anime, specifically one in particular that I've been watching. The summer that Hiraku died. So, The Summer Hiraku Died is a tale of grief, loss, longing, and friendship. And it's kind of an amazing story. Spoiler alert, Hiraku dies. It's about two best friends that are growing up in a small Japanese village out in the country. They're the only two boys that are the same age, so they just kind of become best friends by default. Yoshiki and Hiraku. And one summer, Hiraku dies. He goes up to the Forbidden Mountain, where, tall tales have said that an evil spirit lives up there. Everybody avoids the mountain. Nobody goes up there. Well, he goes up there, and he disappears for a week, and nobody can find him. They search for him. They don't find him, and then after a week, he comes back. However, Yoshiki realizes right away that this is not his friend. This is something else entirely. So, what happened? Well, what happened is the evil spirit on the mountain killed Hiraku and transformed itself into Hiraku, came down the mountain and looked for Yoshiki because it still had Hiraku's memories. It kind of took over his body, but it's a little complicated in that, but it had Hiraku's memories, so it went looking for Yoshiki, found him, and that's where the story begins. The very first scene in the episode is his death on the mountain, so it's not like a spoiler, right? And it's even in the title. But where the story gets interesting is their relationship now as human boy and what is essentially a childlike demonic spirit, essentially. Yoshiki is, after that week of his friend being gone, is feeling all of this grief and loss, and when he comes back looking like his friend, he accepts him right away, even though he knows it's not him. And on the other side, the demon wants to experience what it's like to be alive and to be human, and does that through hanging around with Yoshiki and trying to keep their relationship as it was, even though it's not. So this story is very much a slow burn. It moves slowly, just like the summer that this is taking place in. It's one of the hottest summers on record, and people just aren't out and about because it's just too hot to be out and about. And they really convey this feeling of the slow, lazy days of summer with elongated landscape scenes where you hear nothing but cicadas, or long scenes of a character just staring off into the distance, which I know some animes, they can make fun of that kind of thing, but I enjoy it. I think it's a good form of storytelling, and like I said, it's a slow burn. It moves slowly, and it's part guilt and loss, and part horror story, because it gets horrific from time to time. The demon does kill people. It's a soul eater. It's what it does. But Yoshiki is starting to give it some sort of sense of humanity, while at the same time Yoshiki is struggling to keep his, because it starts to get to a point where he's not sure if he should try to kill this demon or not. And it's just this back and forth thing, and yeah, it's pretty good. Now, there is some homoerotic subtext between the two boys. There are a couple of scenes where they do things, not sexual things, but they do things where Yoshiki can reach inside and feel the actual substance of the demon, which is this kind of amorphous glob. And they both get a thrill out of it, and they try it a few times, and those scenes are played out very much like two young boys exploring their sexuality with each other. It's very interesting to watch, and it speaks loudly to the strength of the friendship that these two boys share. So, if you like Japanese horror stories, slow ones, beautiful scenery, this slow storytelling style, character studies, I strongly suggest that you give The Summer Hiraku Died a watch. I'm currently been watching it on Netflix. There are 6 episodes up so far. It is absolutely fantastic and one of the most compelling and beautiful animes that I have watched in a very, very long time. So check it out, and I'll be getting back to my regular D&D content soon. Have a great day, everybody.